Good evening and welcome to the Channel studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Russian forces have again targeted Ukraine's energy facilities, leaving parts of Kyiv and other cities with no power or water. In footage released by the Russian military, missiles and rockets can be seen launching from ships at sea. And this is the result: plumes of smoke seen billowing from around a power station in Kyiv. Meanwhile, CCTV footage shows the moment a Russian fighter plane crashed into a residential building in the southern city of Yezhik shortly after takeoff. The Interfax news agency reports the crash engulfed apartments in a fireball, killing at least 13 people. The latest attacks came 24 hours after Kyiv was hit by so-called kamikaze drones supplied by Iran.
Тегеран несе повну відповідальність за руйнацію.
Earlier, Ukraine's foreign minister promoted the idea of cutting diplomatic ties with Iran over Russian weapons supplies. A preliminary investigation of damage to the 2 Nord Stream gas pipelines in the Danish part of the Baltic Sea shows that the leaks were caused by powerful explosions. The Danish findings appear to be similar to those of Swedish prosecutors. Video released by the Swedish Coast Guard earlier last month showed bubbles churning up the Baltic Sea above the leaking Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines. Swedish and Danish authorities are investigating 4 holes in the ruptured pipelines. Meanwhile, a Swedish team says it has found damaged parts of one of the Russian-Europe pipelines hit by leaks. Underwater video appears to show part of the blown-up Nord Stream 1 pipeline. Tigrayan forces have admitted that Ethiopian troops have taken control of the strategic city of Shire in Tigre. Shire is one of Tigre's biggest cities with some 100,000 residents and is a key target because of its air and road connections. The news comes as diplomats grow increasingly worried about the civilian impact of the 23-month civil war. This is the latest escalation in the conflict with the Ethiopian government. A Spanish Coast Guard boat has transported 53 migrants to a port in Spain's Gran Canaria. The African migrants, which included 2 women and 1 child, were rescued 9.6 kilometers from the southern part of the island after they were found traveling in a wooden boat in the Atlantic Ocean. According to a monitoring group, some 4,400 people were lost at sea attempting to reach Spain last year. Guatemalan soldiers have blocked a group of hundreds of migrants, including Venezuelans, and fired tear gas to prevent them from entering the country. Drone footage shows the Guatemalan army blocking the path to migrants from entering Venezuela and other countries. The blockade happened after the US announced on October the 12th that it would grant up to 24,000 Venezuelans humanitarian access to the United States by air. And the super luxury car maker Royce has unveiled its first ever fully electric coupe more than 120 years after their founder predicted an electric future for his cars. Called the Spectre, it can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. And is expected to have a range of 320 miles. Onboard technology includes 18 different sensors that monitor the suspension, steering, braking and power. In 1900, co-founder of the company Charles Rolls said electric vehicles would be a clean, quiet alternative to the internal combustion engine.
I mean, this is not only an important day, it is a very special day for us because it goes back to the year 1900 when one of our founders, Charles Rolls, made a prophecy, and that prophecy was that electric drive is a perfect fit because it's clean, it's noiseless, and once charging is able and is fixed, the charging problem, then this is the ideal propulsion for a car. All our clients do have charging at home. In the meantime, they have anyhow multiple garages with electric cars already in. So I think we are coming at the very right moment, and everything you experience in the car gives you that pleasing feeling of riding on a magic carpet ride, wafting through the country, flight on land in electric form.
And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel studios in Lagos.